Good morning. It is day 4 in the Highlands of Scotland. Welcome back to my vlogs. Girls are just having breakfast. It is unusually early for a holiday day with teenagers. It's about 8:20 in the morning, but we are meeting some friends who live up here for a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of tea in my case, I don't drink coffee, and some cake at Loch Outdoor Centre, which is about an hour and 15 minutes from here. So we're going to meet them this morning and then we're going to go paddleboarding on that loch. So we're packing up the car and we're getting ready to drive. So I just thought I'd show you what I'm wearing, but it might help if one of the girls could just hold the camera for me. Can you see my whole self?
No, you can see your whole self.
Can you watch it rather than your phone so that it stays steady? Thank you. So I'm wearing my new dress from Apricot. It has a tie thing, which I didn't know what to do with, so I just kind of tied it in a knot. This is very disconcerting, having 2 teenagers judging me whilst I'm there. Phoebe, you're going to freeze. Have you got something warmer with you? It's going to be like 14 degrees today. Oh, not that tight. She's made it into a bow or not, you let me know in the comments. But usually I've got a little slip underneath for Marks and Spencer's. It would usually be to keep me cool, but today's going to keep me warm. And I've got my shorts on for Marks and Spencer's as well. So I've actually got 3 layers on, which in Scotland is for warmth rather than for anti-stickiness.
3 layers?
And trainers.
Oh my god.
Got anything? Hi. Hi. We don't have anything. Did you see him try to eat my finger? Lilia, that one beside you is a baby.
What, this one in front of me?
That one there.
Uh-oh. No, they're flying away. Off we go. Here we are on Loch. Quite far out on Loch. This is a water sports centre on the edge of a loch. So you have the kind of security of having like support boats and stuff. They know you're out here. It's also quite a small loch. You can see all around it. So Dan's back there, the girls and I are having a bit of a paddle. We've had a cup of tea, we met our friends Ali and Stephen, and it was absolutely lovely to catch up with them. The ducks are going berserk up there. So here we are, another day, another loch, another bit of paddleboarding. It was a lovely drive up here through the Cairngorms. It's dry, it's cloudy. The water is freezing. Ooh. Anything else to say back there?
No.
Anything else to say over there? No. Lilia and I are intrepid explorers. We have come all the way over to the other side. And we think it's not actually the other side. We think it's the mouth to a river. So we're going to go and have a look. There's lots of boats up there and the train just went past. Very beautiful, moody skies. Woo! They are but dots in the distance. Dan and Phoebe are having a break and having something to eat, which is what we shall do when we get back. Isn't it amazing? Lilia's very happy. Lilia is not at all daring or anything, but when it comes to paddleboarding, it's a different story. So this sign just here says, "No landing please," Nesting ospreys. So there's nesting ospreys on here. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a bit close. So we shall leave the ospreys in peace. They nest there April to August, it says, and we're going to head back all the way over here and have a little snack. Oh, amazing. I should say as well, this is quite a small loch in comparison to Loch Lochy. You pay for the day and you can launch, and yes, we can get that for free where we're staying, but the difference here is, of course, there's a cafe and you have all the facilities like the toilets and so on, but you also have the safety of other people around you and the safety boat as well. So if you're a bit of a... Oh, and you can hire everything. Turn the camera around whilst I'm talking to you. You can hire everything. Boats, wetsuits, flotation devices, paddleboards, everything, if you want to, and they do lessons and stuff. But you can also just bring your own. It's great. It's nice to get out and explore another loch. It's quite hard paddling with one hand. I think I'll put the camera away. What was that, darling?
You took so long.
That was my fin hitting the ground.
Really nice.
Colin skin, cream of celery soup, buttered bread, Colin skink, and an epic beef stew. And we've all got food envy. We've all just tasted some. It's amazing. Tastes like my granny's.
She's working her way through this. You've eaten more than I thought you would. Is that your new favourite thing?
We just stopped at Tesco's in Aviemore to pick up some picky bits for later, because we've just had a really lovely and big lunch at the barn at Rothymercus. And we noticed there was a Tesco's just up the road, so we picked up just a few little bits that we needed. It is absolutely bonkers here. It's so busy.
The Scottish word is hotching.
It is hotching. Yeah, really busy. They've even got a little tiny Waterstones. So we're all very full up. I'm having my first iron brew of the holiday. I do love my iron brew. It is a diet iron brew, sugar free.
It's not really iron brew then, is it?
No, not really, but I like it. We're about an hour and 20 minutes to home. So that's where we're headed. We're all a bit pooped.
Assuming we can get out of here. It's a wee bit busy.
It is a little bit, isn't it? All these holiday makers.
Blooming tourists.
I don't know if you can see, but through the bushes there's a really long Tesco's train. Tesco's train. There it is. That is a very long train. Tesco train. Oh, we're home. We are all absolutely pooped. I don't know where the time goes. It's 6:10 already. Right, what can I balance you on? Hang on a minute. How's that? That's not too bad, is it? I need to work this out anyway, because tomorrow morning, before we go anywhere, I'm going to film a podcast for my knitting and crochet channel. A bit wonky, isn't it? So I thought I would do it in here because it's lovely and light. Might be a bit echoey, but you know, we work with what we've got whilst we're on holiday. Just been doing some painting. So I bought this to show you, and I haven't had a chance to really sit down and talk to you. Hang on a second. Oh, so we've had a lovely, lovely day. Just let the light catch up there. And what I normally do at the end of each holiday day when we're away is I sit down at the end of each day, usually with a glass of wine, but it's not quite that time for me yet. And I make some little notes about what we've been up to in the day. And I've got this little diary. Well, it's a little notebook that I bought in Carrefour in France because I love the squared note paper. I'm not showing you squared note paper. You know what squared note paper looks like. And this has got in it 7 years, 2015 to 2022, and 9 holidays, starting with La Roche-Avant in France in August 2015, all the way through to Lancashire in August last year. And I basically make a little diary of what we've been up to, along with little pen and pencil doodles. And I absolutely have loved doing this, and I love what a lovely little record it is of everything we've done. And I never ever put any pressure on myself about getting things accurate or right. It's not a work of art, it's just a little illustrated diary for our own enjoyment. But I finished it. So then I was like, well, do I want to get another one of my stash of these notebooks out and continue, or do I want to start something new? And I thought for this year, I'd give something new a bash. So I've got my moleskin sketchbook that my mum got me a couple of years ago for my birthday. And I mainly use this for fantastical doodlings. Like when I say that, they're not drawings or doodles from life. They're just doodles from my head. So I'm working on sort of a beachy garden at night thing, but I'm just making it up as I go along, and I just add to it as I go. Oh, I just realised that has my address on it. So hopefully I would have worked out how to block that out as I was talking. I hope so anyway. And then I've just got random doodles, or I might have done a doodle at work and then I stick it in and I do something around it, and I'm just messing about with watercolours. And sometimes when my brain can't cope with anything else, doing doodling in here is all I can do, and that's enough, and it's calming for me. And there are no rules, there are no limitations, there are no expectations, and that really, really helps me. So I decided to use this book and do watercolours for a change. As much as I absolutely love working with pencil, so I've drawn our little cottage, I've done a little bit of a diary, and I've drawn the butteries we had. And for Monday, I've got the bookshop and the Loch Ness Monster, obviously, because we saw her, honestly. And then on Tuesday, I've got us paddleboarding on the loch and the Harry Potter bridge, and then I've got the shipwreck that we went to as well, but I haven't finished that. And then for yesterday, I haven't done it. I've got to do yesterday's and today's, so I've got to catch up. I have really enjoyed working with a slightly bigger page and with slightly different materials, particularly drawing the cottage. I really enjoyed doing that. I love drawing buildings. I find that a lot easier than other things, but all drawing is practice, so that's good. Anyway, all that aside, I actually came on here to show you something. We met up this morning with our lovely friends, Ali and Stephen, who live up here, are from here, not where we are, they're much further up in Scotland. So they were out today on a date day, and they drove down to meet us about 2 hours from where they live and about an hour and a bit from here. We met at Loch Inch, and it was such a good suggestion because we had such a great day paddleboarding there. And then we went just up the road to have our lunch, as you would have seen, and it was just perfect. We had such a lovely day, but very naughtily, she gave us some presents. So I thought I'd just show you a couple of the things that she gave me because they're just so beautiful. So the first thing I wanted to show you was this tea towel, because it's from somewhere that we passed very nearby. It's called the Old Post Office Cafe Gallery, and we drove past it yesterday and today, and I said, oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? And she actually got me this little tea towel. from there. She got me a couple of other bits from there as well, but I just wanted to show you the tea towel because it's gorgeous. It's too good to use as a tea towel, but I will use it. I will not save it for best. I will use it every day and enjoy it. Oh look, oh no, this is even more special. Look on the little signpost. Do you want to come and show everyone what you look like? So Ali bought Lilia a special face mask. It's purple.
Can't smile. No.
She can't smile, but you can all see what she looks like. She also bought her these dungies as well, which look amazing. You've never looked more beautiful.
Thank you.
Don't smile. Nobody say anything that might make her laugh. Anyway, I was interrupted by that. Look, on the signpost, we've got Wildlife Park, which is where we were yesterday, and Loch Water Sports, which is where we were today. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so perfect. Oh, lovely memories. And then she got me something really, really special. If you have watched this channel for a few years, you will know that we always celebrate Burns Night. My mum always comes round and my mum always chooses a poem of Robbie Burns to read. And that's always gone down really, really well. I know that so many of you really enjoy hearing my mum read the Robbie Burns poetry, and she sort of explains some of the old Scots as she goes as well. And Ali has bought me a hardback copy of the complete poems and songs of Robert Burns. This is so much nicer than my absolutely battered to death old copy, and it's going to look amazing on my bookshelf. I haven't actually looked at what it looks like underneath, and she gave me a card, and I'm actually going to stick the card inside because the words in it are just so special. I love the colour of it as well. So, oh, that's just lovely. The book matches the dust cover, so that's going to look beautiful on my shelves. And she also gave me this beautiful journal, and I really wanted to share it just because it was so pretty. Mushrooms and rabbits, wildflowers and frogs, ferns and butterflies, the forest world is full of wonder. With lined pages and charming illustrations, this journal is a sanctuary for your notes, musings, lists and poems. With 47 original watercolour illustrations. It's by Princeton Architectural Press, and the design and illustrations are by Mia Johnson. And look how pretty this is. I've got a paper cut cover, and it's got these little toadstool end pages. And then I've got the little "This Book Belongs To" page with all these beautiful illustrations. And then you've got your lined pages, but each little page has got a little watercolour illustration, whether it's a tiny little flower or a bigger one to inspire you. A bit of eye candy, all nature stuff. Oh, toadstools. It's just beautiful. This kind of thing makes me wish I was better at buying gifts, because this is absolutely beautiful. I might see where I can find one of those, because I can think of at least one person who would really love that. And she also got me this beautiful bag, and I love the bag a lot. I think I might actually use this tomorrow. But I also love the name of the person or company that made it, because it's Grumpy Goat. So it's this, and of course, hello, yellow. And there we go, let's zoom in there. Grumpy Goat. And it's got a pocket at the front with a zip, a pocket at the back with no zip, it's got a handle, it's got a crossbody strap if I want, it's got a zippered top to keep everything all nice and secure, and it's got 2 pockets in the lining as well. So I appreciate a pocketed bag, and I'm going to have to go and Google Grumpy Goat to find out more about them. But isn't that lovely? So thank you, Ali, if you're watching. Really, really appreciate this. I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to very carefully wrap these books up to take home and keep them nice. Okay, I'm going to stop rabbiting on now. I think that's enough, isn't it, for today? Where are we? It's day 4, so I would have done the travel day and maybe day 1, and then maybe day 2, day 3. So, and now I've just talked for ages, so I'm either going to say goodbye now and I'll see you in the next vlog, or goodbye now and I'll see you tomorrow. And you'll only know if it fades to thank you for watching and then the little end screen, or if it fades to good morning and welcome to day 5. If it doesn't do the latter, tune into the next vlog, it'll be along soon. Thank you so much for watching this drivel. Oh, I need a Prosecco. Go on, take a running jump at it. You can do it. Oh. Good morning. It is day... Hello, Lilia.
Hello.
It is day 5 in Scotland. Welcome back to the Scotland vlogs. We could just see the name of the cottage there. Whoop! There's a step there. There we go. It's our Airbnb. We're just getting in the car. It's our second to last day. I'm just putting my bag in the car, but I'm actually driving today. Dan loves driving. That didn't go very well. Dan loves driving, so he tends to do all the driving. But I fancy a little drive today. So, sunglasses on. He's going to be the passenger. We're driving into Fort William. It's only about 20 minutes away. And we're actually just going to spend the afternoon there doing a bit of shopping. Sunglasses off again whilst I go and get my bag. We're going to spend the afternoon there doing a bit of souvenir shopping. We're going to get an early dinner because the other day, you'll have seen, we went in to have some dinner, but they start early there. So we're going to have an early dinner, hopefully. You can't book in the summer months. You just got to take chances. So let's see where we end up. Are you ready to be a passenger?
Yes. Don't kill me.
I have a bruise.
Oh,
Here we are. We've arrived in one piece. It was a very nice drive. It was sunny. The car park's a lot busier today than it was the other day.
Because of the Mountain Belt World Cup shuttle buses.
Ooh, there was a bus coming towards us.
I thought it was going to crash into that. It was going really fast.
These are all buses for the cycle thing that's going on. I think it's this. Is it the World Cup of cycling?
Yeah.
Who knew?
There's lots of things going on. There's stuff going on in Glasgow at the velodrome as well as here on the hillside.
Yeah. This is the Mountain Bike World Cup. These are all the shuttle buses that take you to it.
Not really shuttle.
No, they shuttle up and down to where it's going on. Anyway, we're not seeing that. We're going to have a wander around the town and discover a bit of Fort William. Go in there?
Can we go in there?
So this is where we're hoping to go and eat later. It's the Geographer. Huh?
It looks amazing.
It does, doesn't it? Lilia and I want a quick look in the charity shop. We can't pass by a charity shop. to actual yarn shop, which was amazing. Didn't buy any yarn though, it was very good. The Grog and Gruel. What a great name for a pub. We're in Scotland, so our next very important stop, the Highlands Bookshop. So I got a nut crunch mainly for me, and I got a Rice Krispie square to share. I finally had a major food success with nut crunch at the Cinema Cafe. This is amazing. Amazing. And you all had amazing sausage rolls, but not here. Does that make me a Facebook mum?
Yeah. I like my pearls. Look, I can actually clutch my pearls now.
Do you feel like a proper lady?
I do.
Lydia's charity shop find.
Yes.
How?
There was a film here of a man riding a mountain bike down a mountain. It's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life.
See at the bottom?
No.
Oh my god.
That's where we've just been. The Highland Cinema. It was lovely. Going to drop our bags in the car now. We are queuing outside the Geographer. It's 10 to 5, they open in 10 minutes. I'm torn between the Marie haggis and the bruschetta.
What is it?
Haggis.
This is really
Look at this! Don't even need my coat on. The sun has come out for our second to last evening. We've just finished our dinner. It's really early. We were in there when it opened at 5, so it's 10 past 6. Very early dinner. Just on our way back to the car, we're going to stop at the supermarket on our way home and pick up a few bits. We're going to pick up dinner for tomorrow as well, and then head back to the cottage, and I'm going to try and persuade everyone to walk down to the loch. Let's see.
I almost fell over. This is the reality of my life.
Mushroom. I'm so full.
Behind the scenes.
We're walking off dinner, Dan and Phoebe and I, by walking down to the loch, because tonight and tomorrow are the last opportunities we're going to get to see our amazing view. It's all changed again. I think the rain ducks out there, so the rain that's been the sort of few days before we arrived has probably made its way down off of the hills and the mountains into the loch. It's just so quiet and peaceful. This is giving me Jennifer What's-Her-Face in the Labyrinth vibes, where she has to select the right stones to cross the bog of eternal stench. Not that this smells like the bog of eternal stench. It smells lovely, like fresh Scottish air. But plimsolls on boulders, getting the right one. Definite labyrinth vibes. I could stand on that. It'd be like my own little island. I don't know if you can see how clear that water is. Yay! Look, I have my own island.
Ah, island.
Look how impressed they are.